Why can't y'all understand anything? Team Taco, you fake ass patriots, y'all don't seem to be able to understand nothing, y'all, and it boggles my brain at how little you know about anything now. Um, Y'all were out here on the interwebs saying that feller up there in the Minnesotas shot them Democrat congressmen and stuff up there. He was a Democrat that did that. Y'all were saying he's a Democrat. Went up there and shot up some Democrats. And I'm like, well, that don't make no damn sense, y'all. And look, y'all need to be real careful about what you're doing. You're gonna wind up messing yourselves up permanently, y'all. Even your children and stuff, and your grandchildren and stuff, gonna be dumb just like you if you keep on doing this. Look, some Chinese scientists just figured out there's a part of your brain there that's dormant. Everybody's got it. There's a part of our brains that are just dormant, and they couldn't ever figure out what it is. It's kind of like your appendix. They're like, well, I don't know what the hell that's for. The same thing with that part of the brain, and they went and got a bunch of people because they got billions, over there. So they went and got a bunch of people, started doing studies on these people, found two of them that part of their brain, it was sparking, y'all. It had sparks in it, and it was communicating, doing something. They couldn't figure out what it was. They stuck them two fellers in a room together. They started communicating telepathically, y'all. They didn't even know they were telepathic, but found out they were. That's what that part of the brain did. Now what they're saying is it looks like that we used to be telepathic, y'all. Before we started speaking and had languages and stuff, we communicated telepathically what we did. And because we stopped using that part of our brain, we lost it. It don't function no more, y'all. What happened? If you don't use it, you lose it. That's what they say. That's what happens, what they're saying right there. And so I'm telling you, y'all stopped using your entire brain, and not just one section of it. You stop using the whole thing, y'all, and that's dangerous for you. You're going to wind up losing it completely. You're just going to be, ain't going to be nothing up there, so I'm telling you, it's just going to be empty space up there in that brain bucket of yours, okay? If you keep on. Look, this stuff ain't hard to understand. That feller right there was not a Democrat, all right? He was a Christian nationalist preacher, big-time Trump supporter. He loved him some Krasnov, y'all. Loved him some Krasnov. So you can put all that stuff together right there, solve the mystery. You can solve it with that right there. He wasn't a Democrat. It's easier than Colonel Mustard did it in the library with a pipe. Easier than that, y'all. It's easier than that. I don't know why you can't figure it out. See, this is part of the Project 2025 thing. This is part of the Christian nationalist thing. They want to have a bunch of y'all riled up, start killing people is what they want. That's why Krasnov got on there. He didn't say nothing bad about it. You notice that? No, matter of fact, he used it as another dog whistle. He dog whistles to y'all all the time. He's got some loud ones too. I mean dog whistles that you can hear from space. That's the kind of dog whistles he uses. He's trying to get y'all to do some more of that stuff because that's part of that Project 2025 thing. He needs a bunch of violence going on here. That way he can do some martial laws. And speaking of martial laws, y'all, I thought that's why y'all said y'all had that Second Amendment, that tyrannical government, we're going to protect ourselves from that tyrannical government. Y'all installed a tyrannical government. You big dummies. Y'all did that. And now what you going to do? You're licking his butthole. What you're doing, y'all just licking on his booty hole, getting Cheeto dust all over your mouth, up your nostrils. It's everywhere, y'all. It's disgusting. So anyway, that's what he's trying to do is get people riled up. He's wanting to start unaliving some senators and stuff like that, And then he retaliated because his birthday bash was a birthday boom boom. It didn't happen, y'all. He was horrified by it. He was crying. He had squeaky tanks, He had marchers out there not marching, playing with toy drones and stuff. It was embarrassing for him. He should have listened to his wife when she said don't do that. But anyway, so he's mad about, I knew he's going to retaliate, and he damn sure retaliated. And Captain Bone Spurs is now threatening to send the military over to the Middle East to punish him. Yeah, that's how he wants to use our military. He wants to punish them because they didn't do a good job there for him. And because he's finding out they're not on his side. They're not on his side. Those Marines there in the Californias defected. They're calling up the ethics hotlines and saying we don't want to be here, that he's using us illegally. Whenever he called up 2,000 National Guards, 300 showed up. He's finding out he don't have nothing. And he's finding out that, millions of people are telling him to get the hell out of our White House. So, anyway, I knew he's going to retaliate. Now he says he's going to go into blue cities. He's calling over half of America enemies. He's saying that we're enemies. Crazy people is what he's saying. The Democrats are all crazy people trying to dehumanize half of this country. And I thought he wanted to be president. You don't president like that. That ain't the way you play president. It's like he's never seen it done before here in this country. So anyway, I just want to go ahead and correct the record on there, because y'all out there running your stupid ass mouths talking about that it's a Democrat. That was a Democrat did all that stuff. You do that every single effing time, okay? And I'm just letting you know you ain't pulling the wool over nobody's eyes, all right? Inmate Trump.